In the myth, Seth and Horus competed fiercely for the throne. Eventually, the Council of Gods reached a compromise. Horus would rule the fertile Nile Valley, Kemet, while Seth would govern the desert and the surrounding wildlands. Unlike myths in other civilizations, where good defeats chaos and darkness, this story ended with neither god being defeated, a resolution reflecting a political solution to a real-life issue. Seth's role as a protector of Ra is significant. When the swirling snake Apep, the symbol of annihilation, threatened Ra's nightly journey, only Seth was strong enough to defeat it. Seth's actions were vital to maintaining cosmic order. Seth's birth also reflects his disruptive nature. According to myth, he tore through the womb of his mother, choosing to be born violently. As a result, he was cursed with sterility, unlike his brother Osiris, who symbolized fertility and regeneration. When Seth married his sister Nephthys, they couldn't have children. Nephthys had an illicit relationship with Osiris, resulting in the birth of Anubis, the god of mummification and death. Enraged, Seth killed Osiris and dismembered his body into 42 pieces. Isis and Nephthys worked to recover Osiris's remains. After reassembling him, Osiris magically impregnated Isis, resulting in the birth of Horus. Osiris then became the ruler of the underworld, Duat, while Horus grew up to challenge Seth for the throne. The battle between Seth and Horus divided even the gods. Some supported Seth, while others sided with Horus. During their fight, Ra himself was endangered by Apep, the monstrous snake representing annihilation. Only Seth could protect Ra and ensure the continuation of the universe. The ancient Egyptians valued cycles, the rising and setting of the sun, the phases of the moon, and the annual flooding of the Nile followed by drought. They believed all things, even gods, experienced periodic death and rebirth. Only Seth was immortal and exempt from this cycle. Seth was associated with the Great Bear constellation, Ursa Major, which holds a fixed place in the sky. While Seth was often seen as an evil force, he was also a necessary one, integral to maintaining balance in the universe. Horus engaged in a fight with his uncle Seth for the throne of Egypt. Seth was a formidable opponent. He had killed his brother Osiris and was regarded as the god of chaos and destruction by the ancient Egyptians. However, in ancient Egyptian mythology, there was no concept of devils. Evil wasn't depicted as something contrary to good. Instead, it was seen as an integral part of the world's balance. Evil didn't need to be destroyed or represented in a frightening way, it existed to maintain equilibrium. Just as every story has a bright and dark side, the gods symbolized universal concepts. Their opposing forces together created balance. The god Seth wasn't considered an embodiment of absolute evil. In fact, if you look at the image of the god Ra's nightly parade, you'll notice a swirling snake symbolizing destruction and the end of the world. Yet it is Seth who is shown stabbing the snake with a spear to protect the parade and allow life to regenerate with the return of the sun. Seth's character was complicated. While he killed his brother Osiris and fought his nephew Horus, he was also a protector of Ra. Ancient Egyptians didn't see Seth as purely evil because their mythology didn't make a strict distinction between good and evil. Seth's actions, both destructive and heroic, brought balance to the cosmos. The god Seth remains one of the most enigmatic figures in Egyptian mythology. Even the animal associated with Seth, known as the Shah, is a mystery, as its hieroglyphic depiction resembles no known creature. Seth's worship predates the pyramids. The earliest records of his veneration come from the pre-dynastic period in southern Egypt, in a region now called Nakada. There, Seth was the god of sandstorms and the desert. People worshipped him not to receive blessings but to avoid the sandstorms he represented. Because of Nakada's red sand, Seth was called the Red Lord, and red-haired humans and animals were believed to be his offspring. Seth was a major deity for certain groups, including merchants, miners, and desert tribes. Worshippers of Seth often rejected the authority of any pharaoh who disrespected him. The conflict between Horus and Seth wasn't about good versus evil but a political struggle over who deserved to rule Egypt.